welcome to all the Gen AI Rockstar students as we continue our journey into AI graphic design and video. Up next is Module 14 of 17, Flux AI. Let's dive into how this tool can streamline your creative workflow and offer innovative solutions for your design and video projects. Ready to explore new possibilities? Let's get started. Presented by Asia Pacific Adventures and Royal Oxford University.
Today I'm going to show you what I believe to be the simplest and quickest way to get started with Flux AI, whether you're a beginner or a more intermediate or advanced user. Now, if you're not sure what Flux AI is, it's a newly available AI image generation platform by a company called Black Forest Labs. So here I'm on blackforestlabs.ai, and you can see it's called Flux, a new era of creation. And I'm going to scroll down and see some of the example images that have been created. Now, the reason why I am absolutely in love with this platform already is, from a quality point of view, it's right up there with anything else that's currently available, such as Midjourney. In my opinion, the results just speak for themselves, as you can see here. And it's really good with creating text and images as well. It's just fantastic. I've been having a lot of fun with it, but another thing I really like about it is it's got a low barrier to entry in terms of not only skill that you need to get going, but also cost, and I'm going to show you this right now. So if you're a beginner and you've never even generated anything AI before, then stick with it because I'll show you the absolute simplest way to get started, and it won't cost you much at all. And if you're a more advanced or professional user, then you'll obviously be able to appreciate all the things I'm going to talk about even more so. This platform has got 3 different models. So Flux has got 3 different versions, and I'll touch on them very quickly here. But obviously, if you want more information on it and more specifics, go to the website blackforestlabs.ai and you can read more. And it's got one called Pro, Dev, and Schnell. So basically, Pro is, in theory, the highest quality, and it's got the most commercial usage available across, the broadest sense. So Pro is the one you go for if you want to have the absolute best of the best. Dev is a sort of middle-of-the-road version, but it's actually a lot closer to Pro than anything else. And it gives you, in my experience, almost as good performance. I mean, there's really not much visual difference between the top 2 models, Pro and Dev, in my opinion, and there are some licensing differences which you'll have to look into on your own. But basically, Dev is a really solid version of the model. And then Schnell, which Schnell means fast or quick in German, I believe, is the model that's, the cheapest to run, the quickest. And it gives you pretty good results, but definitely nothing that's going to blow you away. But it still might be fine for your own needs. So now we've sort of got that really rough idea of what we're talking about here. The next step is the most important one, and it's how do you use it. And this is why I actually love replicate.com. Now, you can use it on a couple of other different platforms. You can see here there's huggingface.com and there's foul.ai. I've experienced using Replicate myself in the past, so that's what I'm personally going to recommend, just because I have my own experience with it, and it's worked really well for me. And it's really transparent, and it's great. It's just the one I'm familiar with. So to make use of this, simply go to replicate.com, and you'll come to the Replicate website. Now, what this Replicate is, it's just a host for lots of other AI services. So, like that Flux we were just talking about we want to use, but there's lots of other stuff on here that you can feel free to explore as well, in your own time, and see if there's anything else that piques your interest. But if you just want to use this Flux, then come to this platform, replicate.com. You create a free account on it, and as part of that account creation, you set up some payment details because you will have to pay for this. But it's incredibly good value, and the payment model is great, as I'll show you in a second. So once you're all set up, you just click on the model you want. So Flux Dev. If you can't find it on the screen, you can't see it anyway, you can literally just type in Flux in the search bar, and it'll bring up Schnell, Dev, and Pro as we saw on the previous website. So I'm just going to use the Dev version, which I recommend for most people to start on because the results are really good, and it's a great balance between cost and performance. So you go in and you'll be hit with this screen. Now, If you've used Stable Diffusion before, or you're a little bit more versed in this sort of AI image generation, this is probably not going to, be anything that will make you think twice. But if you're an absolute beginner, all I'm going to say is you don't have to worry about almost any of this apart from the first 2 sections. The only 2 things you need to concern yourself with, and I'll show you those in a minute because it's dead simple. But first, I'm going to go down to the price now. Keep scrolling down, and it says pricing. And this model is priced by how many images are generated. Now, this is why I love this model so much. So, for every image you generate on this particular model, it's going to cost you 2.5 cents, 2.5 American cents, so 0.025. And you go for 40 images for $1. And there's no monthly charges, there's no subscriptions, no minimum contracts, anything like that. You only pay for what you use. And that's why I love this so much, because you're getting cutting-edge technology running on their super fast servers that take, a lot of processing. And you're paying an incredibly small amount of money, I believe, for really good images. So let's just start off by prompt and aspect ratio. So the aspect ratio is what shape you want your image. So 1:1 is a square, 16:9 is like widescreen, etc. So I'm just going to go by 3:2. They don't affect the cost at all. The aspect ratio doesn't matter which one you choose, it's still going to be the same cost. And then basically just type into the prompt what you want. So I'm going to put a cute kitten riding a skateboard in the rain, wearing jeans and a t-shirt. And at the end, you can put something like illustration or photograph or just something to hint which direction it should go in. So I'm going to put photo real. And that's just going to make sure that it's more of a photographic image than an illustration. Otherwise, it might just pick an illustration. Don't have to worry about any of these other things at the moment at all. Just click Run, and it's then just going to take a few moments to generate the image. You can see it's generated already, and that is really good. That's really excellent. The quality of this is great. But anyway, so you're going to get charged on the 1st of the next month for the previous month's usage, I believe. So we're in August now. So for anything I generate in August, I'll get charged on the 1st of September for this month's usage. So that's how it will come out, and it'll come out of your account or whatever, and you set that up when you create your account. There's no subscription, no nothing like that. So once you've got your image, you can just click on it, and it will download to your local downloads folder, or you can go down, and there's a download button underneath. And you'll see here it says using seed in this log, and that is just if you want to generate the exact same image again, you can paste that into this seed box here. And if you click generate again, it will generate exactly the same image. Now, you can have other uses for that, it's a bit more advanced, and I'm not going to cover them in this video, but what you can play with as well, there's a number of outputs here. So this is basically going to give you 1, which is set as a default, up to 4. So that's how many images are going to generate in one go. So if I change that to 4 and click Run, it's going to take longer because it's obviously got to process 4 images, and it'll just give you 4 variants of the same prompt. It's not going to give you 4 of exactly the same image unless you've got a fixed seed entered. It's always going to give you variants on this prompt, and that will cost you 4 times whatever the per image price is. It's going to cost you 4 times, in this case, 2.5 cents. Just bear that in mind, you get charged per image, not per how many times you click Run, but at 2.5 cents an image, you can see why this is a great opportunity for beginners to try out basically what is the cutting edge of AI image creation without having to commit to any kind of expensive monthly subscriptions like Midjourney, which I do use, and I do love. But from a cost point of view, unless you're running absolutely hundreds of images, this is just a really good value proposition. And as you can see here, it's got some really great variants on this image. They all look great. There's no big problems with any of them.
Assignment 14, Flux AI. Generate one ultra-realistic AI image with 3 different uniforms of your own imagination using Flux AI. It is very important for all Gen AI Rockstar students to remember that you must complete all your assignments in each module and email them to ROU Education to obtain the Asia Pacific Adventures Diploma and Royal Oxford University degree. Practice daily to become a pro, enhance your career and business opportunities with a better income. Yes, you can. Congratulations and thank you very much to all the Gen AI Rockstar students and to everyone who supported and contributed to this degree in AI graphic design and video skills project. Life is beautiful and we wish you all continued good health and prosperity. Acknowledged by Asia Pacific Adventures. Recognized by Royal Oxford University.